In this video, we're going to go through 4.2.2, the extra help portion, which is on page 2 of the packet if you have it. Otherwise, you can just use regular paper. But for this one, we're going through addition and subtraction of polynomials, which are very similar processes. They just have a slight difference right at the beginning. So for the first thing you want to do on these problems is figure out what operation you're doing. Is it addition or subtraction? Or later we're going to learn multiplication. Sometimes the words like in the instructions will tell you, so it'll say like add or find the sum. But other times it'll just say simplify or like determine the simplified expression. And in that case, then you want to look in between the parentheses to determine what you're doing. So we can see that we are subtracting. And for subtraction, we have a quick extra step, and that's taking advantage of this fact. So if I have 3 minus 1, we know that that's 2. I also know that if I wanted to change this subtraction problem to an addition problem, I can do that by just doing 3 plus negative 1. That also gives me 2. These are equivalent expressions. They're the exact same thing. And the reason this is important is because when we are subtracting polynomials, it's very easy to lose the subtraction when you actually start going to combine like terms. So to avoid that whole problem, we just change all of our subtraction problems to addition problems, and that makes our life a lot easier. So the way we do that is we add a line, change the sign, which means change this to addition. And then like up here, I don't touch the first thing, so I don't touch the first polynomial. I change everything after it though. So because this is a positive 4h, I change it to a negative, and this is a positive, I change that to a negative. Once I do that added first step, then this process starting now is exactly the same as addition. So these are going to be the exact same type of steps. And what we're doing is we're really just finding our like terms and adding them together. And so like terms have the same variable, same exponent. So I see I have an h to the 12th and an h to the 12th, a plain h, and then a constant. And so now I'm going to combine these, and I am going to just kind of look at my symbols. So I see that my h to the 12ths are just plain lines. So I'm going to combine those. I have negative 3h to the 12th plus another negative 3h to the 12th. Be really careful with negatives. Negative 3 and negative 3 give me negative 6h to the 12ths. And I like to cross them off as I go so I don't miss anything. Then 2h plus negative 4h is negative 2h. And our constant doesn't have any friends. That's okay. We just pull him down by himself and cross it out. Once you get here, just double check that this is in standard form. So highest exponent to lowest. So I have a 12, a 1, none. So this is in standard form, so we're good. If it's ever not in standard form, you just move it to be in standard form. So if these were flipped, you would just flip them to be in the correct order and rewrite it really quick. So subtraction just has that added first step, but this one is addition. So it says determine the simplified equivalent expression given the original expression. Lots of words just to tell me to add these together. And for adding, I don't have an extra step. I just add them. I just find my like terms and add them together. So I have c to the 9th, I have c to the 6th, c to the 5th, and then my constants. So this one I am going to purposely do out of order so I can show you what to do if they're accidentally out of order at the end. But if you wanted to do them in order to begin with, just go highest exponent to lowest. So I have my c to the 9th, 8c to the 9th plus 1c to the 9th. Remember, if there's nothing in front, it's a 1. 8 plus 1 is 9c to the 9th. Then my c to the 6th do not have any friends. I don't have any double lines, so I'm just going to pull that down. 14 and negative 12, I add those together to get 2, and then 14c to the 5th didn't have any friends, so I bring that down. So now, like, I combined, and I think I'm done, but I'm not done. I want to double check and make sure that it's in standard form, and that's highest exponent to lowest. So I started off good. I had my highest and then my second highest, but then these two are in the wrong order. You can see that this one needs to come at the end and this one needs to come before it. So all I need to do, remember when I'm reordering it, is keep the sign in front. So I have 9c to the 9th minus 2c to the 6th, and then 14c to the 5th is positive, and 2 is positive. So now this is in correct order. Be careful because on multiple choice assessments, these might be two of your options, and this is the correct answer and this is not. We want our polynomials represented in standard form correctly, so you want to make sure that it is reordered in correct standard form order. I hope this helped.